In 1960, Swami Krishnanand Saraswati went to Ethiopia with the Ramayana to gift it to the ruler Haile Selassie. But he was not at all impressed by this gift. He looked at the Ramayana book and said, "I have read this book, and it is not just me. Every child in my country knows this story." Swami Krishnanand Saraswati was surprised by this and thought whether the king was confusing the Ramayana with some other book. He was still thinking about this when the next line coming out of the king's mouth left Swamiji stunned. "O Sannyasi Maharaj, we ourselves are the descendants of Kush, the son of Lord Rama." Coming to the colonial connection between Africa and India back in 1920, we all know about Mahatma Gandhi's Satyagraha in South Africa, or Indian traders and laborers going to South Africa for farming. But does Haile Selassie's statement that we are the descendants of Ram seem like a big deal? Is it true that Africans are the descendants of Lord Ram? If yes, then why don't they call themselves Hindu, and how did the Ramayana reach 5,000 kilometers away from India? If these things are true, then why is it not specified in our history books, or is this whole story just a hoax? Let us explore all we need to know about every trace of Hinduism in all the African countries where Hindus live today. For how long have those Hindus been living in those places? When did they go there for the first time, and what was the reason for their going to Africa? All this research was indeed a big challenge. Where should we start in such a big continent? There are 54 countries in Africa, and it did not seem feasible at all to search one by one. However, there is an African country which has a very unique relation with Swami Krishnanand Saraswati Ji and its Hindu presence. The most recent and interesting country is interesting because the number of original African Hindus here is more than the Indian Hindus living here. We are referring to the presence of Hinduism in Ghana. It is the fastest growing religion, but this growth is not because of Indian immigrants, but because of the original Ghanaian people who themselves are adopting Sanatan in large numbers. But why? Sanatan has neither a missionary system nor any way to become a Hindu. The reason for this growth is actually Swami Gananand Saraswati of Ghana, who became the first Hindu of Ghana. But what's fascinating is that there were no Hindus in Ghana before this. So where did he get the inspiration of Hinduism? He was born in a Christian family as Kwesi Essel. In fact, this little Kwesi had a big problem since childhood of asking too many questions, and these questions were about the secrets of this universe and this creation. Abrahamic faiths did not have enough scope to answer Kwesi Essel's questions. However, Kwesi's exposure to pagan culture promoted even more questions. Even after reading many books on Hindu philosophy, Kwesi's curiosity was not being satiated. If he would have done what any normal person would do, he would have stayed there and got busy in his normal routine. After all, what are the needs of a common man but food, clothing, and shelter? Those who are bitten by the bug of searching for truth, their vision goes beyond all these, and that is why Swami Essel too set out towards India, the birthplace of Sanatan Dharma, the land of seekers. Kwesi Essel came to the ashram of Swami Krishnanand Saraswati Ji in Rishikesh, who was at that time the General Secretary of the Divine Life Society. By coming under the shelter of Swami Krishnanand Saraswati Ji, not only did he get answers to his questions, he also took initiation after doing severe penance and became Swami Gananand Saraswati. Swami Gananand returned to Ghana to spread the ideas of Sanatan Dharma to the people. He reached Ghana and established the African Hindu monastery and the first Hindu temple of Ghana in the capital Accra. This temple not only became a major hub of Sanatan, but also became a huge symbol of brotherhood, where not only Hindus but also Christians and Muslims visit even to this day. One of them, Jamar Barod, despite maintaining his Islamic faith, visits this temple regularly and says, "I know that idol worship is prohibited in Islam, but it is also true that God does not discriminate. I feel peace after coming to this temple. That is why I come here." But there are most certainly traces of Hinduism older than this in Africa. But how? Let us catch up on the next one. Till then, let us know your views in the comments. As always, Don't forget to like, share, and leave your thoughts and suggestions in the comments. Stay curious and keep expanding your mind space.